What a stupid guy. Should I go back from the start? Welcome to Club Shada. And what I have to say, everything. Oh, I was saying some amazing things. I was reciting some poesy from Edgar Allan Poe, and well, welcome to Club. Was there sound at the intro? I don't even know now. I selected the wrong sound source. Sorry, my guys. Sorry, my guys. So where was I? I was saying, I hope everybody is fine. Welcome, my dear Shada gang. I hope everybody is fine. I hope everybody is in a good spirit in these trying times where some people are getting fucked even more and some others are staying sharp and some others are the cynical and they make even more money because that's what they do, and others are taking these times to continue helping the others, and for those ones I want to extend my blessings. And yeah, all this time there was no sound. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And everybody was sending me texts, Instagram messages. Nah, it's a nightmare. But hey, you know, it is what it is. It's yeah. So because when I play music, I have a different system that I use than when I'm on Club Shada. I have another mix, and I was on the music mix, which is plugged to the other microphone, the old one. So yeah, sorry for that. But I mean, listen, a beautiful guy that doesn't talk, it's great. You know, I mean, yeah. What it up? This show is brought to you by Shada Wear. You can get this beautiful t-shirt that says Africa is my DNA. Listen, you know the crazy thing about these t-shirts? I had the idea of doing this t-shirt probably 8 years ago. And so yeah, you know, I just went on Wikipedia. I downloaded a map of Africa, a SVG. That's a format from Illustrator. I download that. I put it on Photoshop. Then I found a fingerprint, right? I take the fingerprint and I put it. So I put it in subtraction, and this creates that. So the fingerprint inside of Africa, and then I put Africa is my DNA. So I put it on my old website, which was Redbubble. So that was before I started doing shadaware.com from my own website. I used to do it through Redbubble, which is a platform where anybody, you can upload your designs, and then they sell it for you. And maybe if they sell the t-shirt for, I don't know, $20, you get $5. And yeah, you know, it's a great concept because there's no inventory and you don't take no risks, etc., etc. So I do that, and yeah, it's actually one of my best sellers on Redbubble. Sold a lot of them. Cool. I actually still sell them on Redbubble even more than on shadaware.com. And one day I'm like, yo, I should try to put these shirts. They're so popular. I should try to put these shirts on Amazon, because that would be great. Then I go on Amazon, and I don't know why I checked it like Africa is my DNA, and there was a bunch of people who copied the exact design. And listen, it was just an idea. Like, okay, it's possible that two people have an idea. It's just Africa with a fingerprint written, Africa is my DNA. Okay. But come on, like, I went on Amazon. There's a bunch, but a bunch of them. People are doing like t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, caps. Like some people have the whole collection, towel. I was like, yo, fuck the internet. Damn. Damn the internet. Yo. On the internet and sometimes the people that you will try to you will try to talk to them. Some people, they're in China, they don't care, and all around the world. Anyway, I want to say hi to our latest subscriber, Aurélie, Mons, Infinity Zero, Anare, Vanessa, Cunha, Amara C, Vanya Andrade, and many, many more. We have, listen, this channel, ever since I started Club Shada and with the pandemic, always between 1,005 new subscribers and more. So that's beautiful. So keep it coming. Thank you so much. Kelina, how are you, sister? What up, CV Beats? My vaccinated boy. Did you turn into a gremlin already? Not yet? All right. Let us know when you, midnight, drink water and let us know. What up, Kiyata? Is it Kiyata or Kayata? Because I don't want to be here telling your name wrong for years, and one day I go to New York, I meet you and you're like, yo, by the way, you've been telling my name wrong for a whole year. Just Nalamuki mama. Somebody has been working on her channel and changing her name. Queen Joujouzan, elle sexy de la Boulardière. La baronne. Non, la baronne c'est Emmanuel. Matt Music, what up, brother? How is it in Dominican Republic? How is it out there? Are you still enjoying yourself, or are you back already in where you live again? Spain? No, your manager lives in Spain. I forgot. Sorry, in the US, I think. Wait a minute, I didn't look that. Sometimes. Hello, Nicoletta. How are you? Yeah, I know. La baronne Emmanuel. Comment ça va? I know, but isn't this silent math beautiful? Someone text me. Look, they all texted me. I was not looking. Oh my God. Emmanuel is telling me, you stupid. There's no sound. You're talking for nothing. There's no sound. Bruno is saying no audio. Dalia is saying pas de son. Well, there's what. Yeah. I always look at the comments at a point. I text him, but he loves to talk. I hate all of you. I'm calling him on IG. Oh my God. I'm gonna do a silent show. Oh my God. Oh Lord. What it do, Bruno? How are you? Mountain Yaba Inspiration. What up, brother? This is crazy. Yeah, I was watching your conversation. It was interesting. La 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 la. For real, you are preach, sister. Nothing is sacred anymore. Okay, Kayata. So I was saying it right, I guess. If we can vote for the best black king on earth, I vote K 10 times. Thank you so much. Well, you can vote for Kanye. It's almost free. This is almost. I mean, still have 4 kids, but it's almost out there. So if you know, you can DM. You can DM like everybody's been doing. My mother made up the spelling by removing some letters and moving them around. All right. Jomo Kenyatta's name. Wow. Was she an artist? Because artists love to start inventing names and stuff. Heather, how are you, sister? Yo, 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 yo. I'm with my daughter, but I'm listening and love my Kaysha. Your comments are killing me. Moto, we're going to talk about our conversation tonight. You know, a silent show. Can you imagine? That would be crazy. What it do, Malcolm Beats? What it do? How are you? I hope everything is fine. I hope you're not getting too fat with all these baking that you do. I think I'm getting fat. Too much, you know. 1 hour, just nothing, and we'll see how that works out. But listen, I do a silent show, you know. And I just type on I mute the mic and I just type on the keyboards and I'm just like chatting with everybody. You know. Dear cousin, how are you? You missed everything. But you're right on time for me to show you rocking our beautiful tee. No, the hoodie. How was the game actually? Oh my God. All right. You see? I'm still in DR living tonight, but I live in ATL. Yes, and DDS lives in Madrid. All right. Oh. I heard that in the US, dental procedures cost an arm and a leg. Here in Portugal, yeah, like you can do a lot of things for nothing. But yeah, some people they just move out of the US to do these things because of the price that you have to pay. And I heard that for most of my friends who go to do their hair when they start to lose some and they go in Turkey. Apparently, not only they are the best, but also they are cheap. But they really are good, and like they serious. The first time actually I was at the airport, there was so much people with like dots, like they have like where they remove like your roots of your hair, the bubble. They have like how you call it? Yeah, they have a band-aid, and then where they just added the new air, they have a lot of red dots. And I remember that the first time I arrived in Istanbul, on my way to Kinshasa, I was watching all these people, but I wasn't talking about like hundreds of people like this. And me, I was like, oh, they must be like some Muslim pilgrims. They're probably going to Mecca, like, because they were like all of them, a bunch of them. And I was like, oh wow, amazing! Look at them, they're going to the Mecca. Wow, and they all have, I don't know, maybe it's one different part of the religion, and And then then I was at the hotel and there was some more, and I was like, yo. And then my friend went there like a year after. One of my friend, he went there, and he goes to do his hair like he told me, and he comes back exactly like that. I was like, oh, they were not Muslims. Hey, wow. See, the hoodie brought them luck. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Let me go to instagram.com/shadawear so you can see our sister dressing and wearing it properly. Look at Ellie's boys. Hey, with her Sushi Roll Music Shada Gang hoodie. I like that. Dope. I like this Ellis family things that you have in front. Is it in front of your house, or is it like an office? Nice. And you can also see Mr. CV Beats with his Shada Gang hat that he won last time we did a little lottery. And this is Lil Maro, who got the Ronin Premium Tee. This is Joel with the Shada Gang t-shirt. This is my friend Nadia wearing the Africa is My. That's the same I'm wearing, but that's in white. She's a TV presenter. And so here's Miss Emmanuelle Etienne with the Queen t-shirt. What were you hiding? And this is me and my daughter with one of the jackets that I designed. This comes with it also has its own mask. So, this is a friend of mine wearing the Africa Future Culture. I have a bunch of them, but this is one of them. This is my sister-in-law wearing the diamond hoodie that goes with the cap that is there. They go together. So, I'm slowly. This is one guy in the I think he was in the US wearing, what's his name? Romy Luota, wearing the Congolese Flame of Zaire. That's my little brother in Ankara, Turkey, wearing one of my face masks. That's me and my brother wearing some more face masks. This is if you remember, Lydia Laprat that we had an interview wearing a whole Shada Wear Baroque ensemble and dancing with it. So go follow Shada Wear on Instagram so you can see the latest stuff, and you can see the photos of when you send me photos wearing the things. When Julie is done doing her photo session, that's where you can find the photos. Just to let you know. I want to thank all our sponsors. You can see your names in there, everybody that donated to the show. Thank you so much for your participation. And the person who gave the most in every month will become the stream royalty, the Shada Gang boss. So this is Mike Phoenix for now, for the month of February. And it will change, of course. It goes down. It goes back to zero on. It goes back to zero on the beginning of each month, and stream royalty is always the person who gave the most. It's not a competition. It's just to show appreciation for your support, and having a way to say thank you, the whole show while you are talking all my talking. And now Oh my god. A lot of people are going to Colombia, but and then there's also a lot of people that don't come back because especially when it comes to, so it depends what we're talking about. If we are talking about if we are talking about dental procedures, some of these things, yes, some countries are very famous for the quality of their services, like Tunisia. Some people go to Tunisia to do their whole mouth. Some people who have like completely crooked teeth, they do the whole thing, the whole smile completely over, and it costs like cheap, even cheaper than Europe in Tunisia. Are for the hair, it's Turkey. For then when it comes to, actually here is, I did I did I did something for my teeth here back 2 months ago. I know, well, more. That was before the quarantine. But yeah, I did something for my teeth. I went to, and great quality, no pain, like, and compared to France, it was actually cheaper. I think I paid something like 800 or to redo a complete like crown that was like 20 years old, and it was time to remove it, put some new put some ceramic instead of what was there, like, because at a point when I was younger, I had like all those black things that they used to put back 20 years ago. And I remember I came back from a few shows in Angola, and I had like 30,000 with me, and I just put everything in, removing everything, putting ceramic and in all the teeth, and removing everything that was like completely destroyed or whatever, and yeah. Now I brush my teeth with kitchen soap, because they're all fake. Not all of them, but I at a point I took the time, because you have to. It's very important. I think the smile is really like the first thing that people see. I remember I had an ex. She would never open her mouth, never smile, and one day she did, and what's going on here? Anyway, my love, just you know. You remember when I talk about the girl that was met in the dark? Everything essential cost an arm and a leg over here. I was wondering why there were so many people with missing teeth. Well, damn. The dental can be a confused money pit. She had 5 cavities suddenly from wearing masks the past 2 years. Now she needs to. My God. So you think there's a relation between wearing the mask and having cavities? That's crazy. But yeah, listen. Depending on the country, this can be crazy. Here, the good thing, we have a healthcare that I pay for the whole family. I don't remember exactly how much I pay because it goes through my bank. And listen, yeah, it makes everything so cheap. Like when my daughter was at the hospital, I think the price of the whole thing was around 6,000, and I only had to pay 700. And I already paid 500 when she got in, so I only had to pay 200 after she got out. So you can imagine like how, that's the front of the house. Oh, sorry, I'm reading the comments late. It's the front of your house. Okay. What? 400 for each tooth. Oh, damn. Listen, good luck to her end of the week. Nice. I'm waiting. I was smelling the perfume of the love I received from the t-shirt. Colombia is good for dental and body, but people go to Colombia for hair. Interesting. Yeah, France cost me a lot of money. Actually, Tunisia is really the great place for that. A lot of people a lot of people died from going to Dominican Republic and some of these places. Yeah, for these you have to go to places like Brazil, where everybody does it, or Thailand. Listen, when I was in Thailand, I was in a shopping center that was so big, but the last floor was a bunch of clinics where you could do a procedure from you come in the morning, you mark your thing, and you can be done at the end of the day, because they have a lot of lady boys out there, and a lot of men turn into women, and some of them they want to do the whole procedure, some of them just want to do their breath, whatever, and it's something that a lot of people do out there. They want to change their nose to have a little bit more like European, whatever. There's a lot of, and there's a bunch of. I never saw that in a shopping center. Like there was like 20 of them like lined up one by one. I don't think I filmed that because I'll check my vlogs, but I was like, yo, what is this? And yeah, that's a place where they used to do this. Brazil as well, because everybody does plastic surgery out there. It's nothing special out there. Here in Portugal as well, it's not that. Like I think for 2,000 you can get your belly removed. I'm gonna do that. I'm tired of walking. I mean, I will walk, but I'm tired of walking to just maintain. Because if you really want to be like, you have to suffer and stop eating, and or start eating stuff that have no taste. I mean, I know you can make great things that taste good, but you know, this is the world. The things that you love are bad for your body. Yeah, for here, for 2,000 you can get your belly fat removed. So it depends. Yeah, I had cavities, but what I was talking about is what they put in like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, even 30 years ago, when they used to remove my cavities. They would put it's not iron, it was a mixture of different metals, but it looked like metal. That's what they used to put in your teeth. Then 20 years later, they now put either ceramic for the teeth that are really fucked, and or either they put how you call this, something that looks like a tooth, and it's resin. I don't know how you say resin, but that's what they put now, and it's the same color as your teeth. And it's so at a point I went and I took out all the metal that I had, and I had it completely replaced with ceramic. Cost a lot of money, but I was at a point, I've performing everywhere, and you know that your smile is not perfect, and at a point, you have to invest in yourself, That's crazy. Does she eat a lot of candy? Because me, it was candies. just had a root canal yesterday, and I paid $400 for two wisdom teeth removal, root and a root canal, and like 3 cavities. Wow. You went for heavy duty, heavy. You came like me when I came from Angola. I was like, yo, let's go, do everything, let's go. Me, I like, it took me months. I think I did like, I really had like a lot of things to do, like a lot of things to repair and stuff. And I was like, yeah, let's go. Merci. Amalgam. Yeah, exactly. Amalgam. Composite. In French we say amalgam, and in French we say amalgam, but composite. Yeah. Exactly. So me, what I did is at a point, I did one for one cavity. I went from one cavity, and I was like, oh my god, another piece of chunky composite in my tooth. And then when the guy finishes, and I see him with that blue light that he puts to have the thing become hard, and then I look, I'm like, yo, what is this? Like, this is new? And I was like, oh yeah, now this is what we use. This is more beautiful. I was like, oh, can I have it in all my teeth? And the guy was like, yeah, it's possible. I was like, oh, okay, I'll be back. And then, after that show, I came back and I was like, okay, let's do everything. So I did this one, this, all these are one block. I have this somewhere here. I have like a few of them, and yeah, that was me. I was always eating junk, always, all the time. Very less now, but at that time, it was something that surgery scares me a lot. Even from the teeth, Rosa. Me, I mean, I think I never got surgery, but other than my in the teeth. So the thing I did was a laser. I did laser here. All this, so my bird grows exactly like this. I went to do all here, and this, and this, and then I did all this. I used to be very hairy and Portuguese blood, and my belly. I did everything. I just removed everything laser. Took me something like 2 years of sessions. So the first sessions is monthly, the first 3 months, and then every time after 15 days, everything falls. You have like a skin like you've never seen. Then I did the second time, then I did the third time. After the third time, they said come back in 2 months. Then after that, it was come back in 2 months. Then after that, it was 6 months after. Then after that, it was again 6 months after. And now I only have like, sometimes I might have like here, for example, a little thing. I have little thingies here and there, but so like, okay, now my bird is done and stuff. But even when I really let myself go, other than the white hair, everything grows exactly like this. So I went to the best hairdresser that I know. I was like, yo, do me my best bird. And then I went there and I was like, okay, just follow the thing, and then beep, 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 beep. Here, it hurts. Ça fait malo. It hurts. It's not horrible, but it's horrible. I don't know if you ever saw the procedure. I don't know if I have. I don't think I filmed it. I film everything, but I'm not sure if I. The first time I did it actually was in Brazil. He was a friend of mine at a place called Skin Max, and she's the owner of one of those hair removing procedures. And we were just talking about this when I was in Brazil, and she was yeah, she was like, oh yeah, you should do it. This is great, da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, but I heard like black people cannot do this. And they were like, no, we have a new laser called ND-YAG, and this is a new technology. Blah 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 blah. I did whole my body. I removed everything. Da da da. Armpits, this that, hair, asshole, pussy. I did remove everything. Yeah, you should do it. Da da da. Listen, my friend, I'm offering you a session. And I was like, okay, yeah, come tomorrow. So actually her thing was not far from my hotel. So yeah, I went there and she was like, yo, so what you want to do exactly? Like, hey, we have like a lot of men, they come, they do everything. So yeah, tell me what you want to do. And I was like, okay, I will just try here. I will just try here. And I was like, I really was stressed. I thought it would hurt like crazy. It didn't. I was just like, it's like beep, 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 beep. Here, I didn't do this in the beginning. I just started with this. And actually, it was so, actually, it's just hot. And it feels like, when you have the rubber and you, so this is how it feels like. So it's more like the surprise of hearing your hair getting fried, and there's a cold hair that helps you. But I think now you can even come with the same cream that you use for tattoos. You can just put it and keep it under wraps for 2 hours. And when you remove it, your whole skin you don't feel anything anymore. And then you can just go and do it. But I used to have a lot of, I don't know how you say this in English, when your hair, the poils incarnés, when your hair doesn't come out, and then you start doing a lot of bumps. I used to have a lot of that here too. I used to buy everything I could. I tried everything. Ever since I did this, I don't have bumps anymore. Just for this, it's amazing. And the fact that you can always be, like, sometimes I can forget to do my bird for two months and it still come out perfect. And yeah, I wouldn't say it hurts. The places where it hurts is here, because there's really no skin. So but it's too fast. Like, it takes to do this, it takes like 30 seconds. 30 seconds here takes 1 minute and something. Yeah, inground hair. Thanks, Julie. So here it's exactly 7 beep, 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 and then beep. Here. I'm thinking of doing the armpits now. Actually, when she was doing my chest, so after that I become like, I actually love it, because I feel it's cleaner. And some people like to have a whole moquette here. Me, I like having nothing. So I used to shave it anyway, yeah, bird. Bird. So I remember when you do it here, it's really less painful, because it's actually the most painful moment is the first time and the third time. After that, your hair first of all, they grow less and less. They grow thinner and thinner, and you have less and less coming back. So after, depending on your pilosity, you might have a lot of them, or you might have less of them, and so you might have to do 6 sessions or 12. Me, I really had a lot of thick hair, So I had to do like 12. But when they were doing here, I was like, yeah, if they don't go too fast, it actually is, yeah, it's for real. Like, it's not something crazy. Like, compared to tattoos, I don't even know. But it's actually fast, right? The nipples. So when she was doing my belly, so I was like, well, yeah, it's cool. I don't feel nothing. So then she arrives to the belt, right? And when she's there, she was talking to me about a gay couple that they came to do to both remove all their hair from everywhere. And she was like, oh, listen, it was so painful. Like, for me to do it on their balls, and you could feel like the laser doing on their balls, like. And I was like, oh my God. But then I was like, because it was not hurting, like she was like around my belly button. It was not hurting that much. It was just hot. And me, I was like, well, since we know each other now, and she's been doing my thing for 6. It was probably the 6th time, and so me, I was like, so I was not seeing myself doing this with my feet and telling them, okay, do my asshole. But I was saying to myself, okay, maybe she could do like, since I always shave this place, like maybe she could do like, and yeah, at least, I could feel clean. And then when she arrived, like really at the end of the abdomen, like at the belt, the pain I felt, I didn't even open my mouth to tell him, yeah, you can go continue. I was like, But so I have a friend. Where is his Instagram? So a friend of mine here in Portugal, he came to another friend of us that is a tattoo artist. And where is this photo? And they have this new cream that when you do you put the cream 2 hours, and then you can do your tattoo and you don't feel nothing. And he did this tattoo here, this one. All this, he did it in 2 sessions of 4 hours, I think. So 8 hours total, and he didn't feel nothing. And you know what? I think that next time I still have to do some retouch, because I have some small hair that nobody sees, but I see it and it annoys me. I have something that is shining. Anyway, and I'm gonna do a new retouch session, I will call them, and I will redo this because this one I still need to finish, and I will redo everywhere. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to use this cream. I'm gonna try to use this cream, put it on my face for 2 hours, and then go do my laser and see if I don't feel nothing. If I don't know what's going on in the chat. I'm coming. If I don't feel nothing here, I'll do my asshole. I'll just come there and I'll be like, go ahead. I'm gonna be the other position, ass up, face down, ass up, and I'll be like, go ahead. Can you please remove everything on my asshole? Maybe my balls and around my penis, please. So Digital Africa. Oh my God. Oh my God. Poor you. I do like I'm an Indian here. What? No? No? You don't imagine me doing the pose? Ah! La, 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 la. Hey, Lainey. Lainey Diana, how are you? Long time. How is it going in... Oh, you're in Angola, but you are Tanzanian, Kenya. That's true. What you mean something is wrong? There's no sound again? Don't eat beans. Listen, I don't know if I would do it with a lady. I think I prefer a guy. But if I do it, I'll tell you. I'll tell you, hey, tomorrow is the day. Like, I'll do a countdown here. You know, thank you so much. I'll do a countdown and... You were talking about something, CV Beats, that girl who put... Listen, that was a subject that I didn't even want to touch on. Like, the thing to me is... I'm trying to find your comment, CV Beats. Yeah, gorilla glue on her hair. Like, come on. Like, how you gonna... The thing to me is this. If that woman was 17, 16, even 16, 13, 14, and she put glue on her hair, I would be like, oh, you know, she's young, like, that's some, but come on, like, she's 40 something. You're gonna tell me at 40, you're gonna put glue? Now, come on, like, at a point, I'm sorry. I was watching this and I was like, in America and in the world in general, like, people become famous for anything. In these internet days, you're gonna, like, everybody's gonna talk about you. TMZ is talking about you, every news station, and you get hundreds of thousands of followers for putting glue on your hair, for doing something so dumb. And I was like, and then you have these doctor who come and say, yeah, I'll operate you for free, and after that, he himself makes a ton of money because now everybody's rushing to his team to get their boobs done. And I'm like, yo, like, and we're here suffering trying to get money. Well, it could be so easy. Put some glue on your hair. Thank you so much. Well, I don't know if I am, but I try to do the right thing. Are you going to vlog millions of views for sure? I think I don't know if I vlogged it. I don't remember if I don't know if I don't know if I would I don't know if I would do a vlog about it. Zuka, what it do, Brazil? Como são as coisas lá? Como é a situação? Vi algumas vídeos em Brasil de todo mundo em Rio de Janeiro, nos bares, boa gente. I was watching a video that I received on WhatsApp from people in Brazil chilling. Everybody's in the bar, no mask. I was like, okay. People are chilling, just like Africa. I receive videos from Congo. Listen, curfew at 8 p.m. From 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Everybody's in the bars. Everybody's in the bars, chilling, partying, just like if it was night. That shit is crazy. Ass up, face down. It looks like I'm on set. Oh my god. I've been on sets. I've been on porn movie sets. It's special because it's actually people working. It's not fun. You have to shoot, cut, wait, change position, wait. It's like I was there. I was like, yo, I would do some great movies. I mean, hey. Yeah, that is wrong. But this is Club Shada. We talk about digital Africa. What do you think about rappers, artists in the US in music in the industry doing porn on OnlyFans? Like the one that I was like, yo, this guy is going all in is Tyga. Tyga is now a porn movie star, and I mean, hey, listen. What do I think? I think that some people don't care. I think that people are so less prude than back when I was 20 that feels like everybody gets like the shock value in the beginning. But then, yeah, if you have 10,000 people paying you $15 or $20 per month, you make, you make 150,000 per month, and that's what they see. And if they love to do it already, that's what they do. And what do I think about it? I mean, it's kind of shocking in the beginning when you're like, oh, this is a celebrity, but yeah, listen, some if that's what they like to do, yo. My good friend Audrey Shanice, she has 400,000. We had a long conversation about this. So she started as a stripper. She started as a reality star in France. Then she moved to Miami. Then she became a stripper, and now she's. I sent you her profile, Julie, and I remember. We were just talking about her OnlyFans, and so I don't know what's in there. I'm not a subscriber, but she's my good friend, and we see each other all the time. We know each other from like since the 90s. So, and she was explaining to me that she has how many people she has on Instagram. I forgot. She has let me see. They're gonna remove my monetization of this YouTube video. How much? Let me see how much. No, that's not the right profile. Wait. I think this is the one she has. Almost 600,000 people following her on Instagram, and she decided to do an OnlyFans. She decided to do an OnlyFans where she goes a little more, And listen, COVID made a lot of people jump to a way to survive. And actually, she's telling me that she's having a lot of fun. She's having those people who are a crew of photographers. They come with a lot of girls. Sometimes they all rent a boat. They shoot photos for Instagram, and then they always lure people to, if you want to see more, go to the OnlyFans. And listen, she's making a ton of money. And she was telling me, I'm not gonna tell her numbers because that's her to tell. I can have her come here and do a conversation with us. But she was telling me that she has a friend that made she does sorry she does, yeah, or she makes around $360,000 per month, just because I think her OnlyFans is 10 per month to follow. And yeah, she has 30,000 and some people following. So imagine when you are a celebrity and you start having, like, I don't know, if you have like 100,000 people following you on OnlyFans and they give you 10, yo. And it's the same thing on YouTube. And this is why I'm waiting for YouTube to, now I have the super chat for now, but I want to have the memberships, because with memberships on YouTube, you can have same thing. People can become members if they want to support you on a monthly basis. Yeah, you decide how much, whatever, I don't know. You talk with your members, you say, hey, how much would you support? Let's say 15 per month, for example, 10 per month, 5 per month, whatever people are comfortable with. And now if you have, I don't know, 100 people that are giving you 15 per month, your rent is set, and you know that at least you make that money. And even during pandemic, you don't have to do shows anymore. Like, you can go do shows, but you're not forced to do them and accept stuff that you wouldn't accept normally. And then you can also create live videos or special episodes when only the people who are members can chat, or only the members can view. And maybe now you can do a show. You can say, hey, listen, I'm gonna sing, and every song I'm gonna sing is just gonna be request, for example, and then only the members can come in. There's so many things that you can do. You can even do a consultation. A lot of people are asking me for business consultations. I tell them I don't have time. But those are things that you could do only for members. You could even, if you are a yoga teacher, a kizomba teacher, a dance teacher, you could do a lot of these things behind the membership. So for now, they give it to gamers, and some people have it, but it's more for gamers but not for musicians yet, probably because of contract issues. So we don't have access to it. But yeah, listen, me and Bodhisattva, if we had that, listen, our most loyal members could make it so that, listen, if you have 10, 20, 30 people, and then you go from there. Once you arrive to 1,000 people that are sponsoring you, as an artist, it completely changes your game. And so as strippers, as porn stars, even like a lot of people, this is a great way to generate some income. It's a business like any other. So, but then celebrities, I was like, when I saw the videos of Tyga, I was like, yo, he's going in. Digital Africa. Yeah, you know the Club Shada intro, how it is? It's not me, it's them. It's them. Me, I'm just, yeah, true. Thank you so much for joining. It's good to see you after some time. I saw a video of a dude getting in on, yeah, I saw that video. It's horrible. They might as well get paid for it. They've been doing it for free for many years. We say free, yeah. Master Electronic, what do you do, brother? How are you? I watched an interview of a South African girl who made about $80,000 in 8 months through OnlyFans. Yep, indeed. Listen, when my friend was telling me her numbers, I was like, I don't make that from music. I was like, give me a pass. let me go see what's inside your OnlyFans. She was like, nah, bro, hell no, never go there. Don't go there. Y'all don't want you to see me like this. I was like, come on, you my sister. Just give me the pass. I'll just check it out. And she was like, hell no. And you know what's funny? I put comments on her Instagram because, listen, we've known each other before she redone her body. We know each other from way back, like when she was more like a street dude. We've been chilling forever. We know each other from the 90s. So I really don't see her in a sexual way. I'm this way with my friends. I really, when you my sister, you my sister. Like, even the idea of if somebody tell me that, hey, you never did something, I was like, ew. Like, because the friends are friends with me. I don't like I'm not a friend that is not like, hey, listen, no. When I look her photos, it doesn't create nothing for me, because that's my dude, that's my homie. See what I mean? C'est le pot, c'est la poto. Like, we've known each other from like back in the days. We've been together in New York. We've been together here, there. So I put comments on her photos. Me and some other friends that know her from a long time, we always put funny comments on her photos. And one day my wife comes and she shows me a screenshot that somebody sent her. And they're like, huh? See, he's pretending to be the perfect husband, but look at the comments he's putting on her page. Blah, 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 blah. And my wife was laughing because she knows, like, every time I go to Miami, for the last 7 years, every time I go to Miami, I say, hey, I'm going to my friend. She's coming. We're gonna have dinner, or we're gonna have lunch, or I'm going to her club to meet her. She's too busy, so I'm going to her strip club. Like, she knows that's my homie, right? So she doesn't have any problem with her, right? So when she received the message, she laughed, but she showed me, and I was like, oh. So I sent her the message to my friend, and she was like, oh my God, my fans are so crazy. I'm sorry. And I was like, no, like, don't worry. My wife, she didn't mind. She was laughing, actually, because those people thought that it would create a problem. And then she was like, no, I'm going to tell them that it's not right to do it. And I was like, no, it's okay, sis. But yeah, listen, sometimes I leave comments. Some people take screenshots. They think like, oh, here's a scoop. Look, the famous Kaysha is, what does his what? And me and my wife were here laughing like, people, you don't realize, like, those are, yeah, I'm starting my OnlyFans in April. Hey, all Shada gang will subscribe. Just saying. Look at him in a hurry. Why are you in such a hurry? I have a Twitch account. Sometimes I do Club Shada on Twitch, Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere at the same time, but just to bring people on YouTube, because that's my favorite platform. This is the platform where I've been for, I don't know how many years. I've been here since 2006. I have all my videos here, etc., etc. I know that Twitch is a better platform for live stream. Now, it's not a better platform. It's a platform that has a lot of I was watching the stream industry report, and Streamlabs. So viewers had 27.9 billion hours of content across all platforms. We have a 78% growth in 2020 because everybody was, and we all started live streaming, right? And so YouTube doubled from now it has 6 billion views, hours, so it doubled. Facebook as well, with free, and Twitch is still, with, well, that was a year, but Twitch is like per quarter 5 billion hours, almost 6 billion hours. So of course, Twitch is clearly I love how we go from balls and hair and to, well, anyway, Twitch is still a platform that is where a lot of people are. But the problem with Twitch for me is that discovery is way harder than YouTube. The people who, if they don't know that you're there, the discovery is really not well done compared to YouTube. And but a lot of the tools on Twitch are much better, like the subscribe. You can even, people can offer subscriptions. People can restream your stream, your live stream, like I was doing when Buddy was doing his festival the other time. And actually the next one is in March. I was just replaying it for my viewers, but I don't have a lot of people. I really built all my following on YouTube. And I believe that sometimes, rather than coming late to a platform that there's a lot of people in there, sometimes it's actually more strategic to go to the platform that is the contender in terms of live streaming, because then you can be pushed a little more. And it has worked, because I get every show I get more people and more subscribers, and people come and they stay. So that's why I choose that platform. And from time to time, I stream everywhere at the same time, just to see. Instagram will get me more people, but there's no tool there. Facebook, same thing, but Facebook, they don't like to share the money. YouTube is really the platform that really, even if in terms of live streaming, they still have a long way to go. I'd rather, yeah, I like it here. I hope your kid will be better. Yeah, listen, it's as I always say, it's always a question of brand power. If you can have a brand power, you know how we do. You know how it happens. Telling you. Ah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what I was saying. And oops. Yeah, like I was saying, another problem I have with oh my god, this mouse. Another problem I have with Twitch is actually their platform is horrible. In terms of the design of the platform, and the navigation is a nightmare. From my TV, which is where I like to watch my content, it's a nightmare to navigate. And even from the computer is different, but I don't know, like sometimes I watch some stuff, and I don't know, I don't feel at home in there. It's not that it's daunting, but I don't know. If you don't subscribe, you can see the replays. Yeah, stuff like that. And yeah, that's true. Copyright issues, you get way more than here. Where, for example, on YouTube, I have a deal with YouTube, so that everything that comes from my label, my channel is whitelisted. All these things, I cannot have them on Facebook. So sometimes Facebook is sending me message telling me, hey, why are you using content from Kaysha? Kaysha? You use content from the artist Kaysha on your page called Kaysha. Why are you doing this, Kaysha? And sometimes I reply, because I'm Kaysha. And it's hard to contact them. Facebook is notorious for when they just decide sometimes you're gonna put something, you're gonna replace something funny or whatever, and maybe a year after you receive a message that, oh, your content has been removed for whatever grounds, and yeah, you cannot post nothing on Facebook for 7 days. And you're like, wait, what? And you don't know what content. Sometimes it's people using your song on a TV show, and you post that to say, oh, they use my song on this TV show, and then you get Facebook blocking you from using Facebook for 7 days. And when you get blocked from using Facebook, you get blocked from using your Facebook pages, and your Instagram as well. And sometimes I'm like, yo, listen, can I contact somebody? No, you can't. Twitch, I don't know. I don't really use that platform that much. Instagram, I use it a lot. But on YouTube, when I have any problem, I go to the chat for people who have more than 100 subscribers. I go to the chat. I wait 15 minutes from somebody to be able to help me and explain what is my problem, and they fix my problem. And yeah. And yeah, and I've been building the community at a point I chose this platform. So, are you going to try Clubhouse? I'm there already. Kaysha 2201. I sometimes I just go and listen to the things. It's just, at a point I'm trying to not be online all the time, and with all the platforms that are fighting for your attention, I'm just trying to, to reduce my time online so I can be more. First, I have an album to finish, but I also want to think about real life, especially on these times. And when I realize that when you stay online too long, all the information that you receive from all the people who are trying to take your attention, or to force whatever information that they believe is the truth in your throat, is bringing me anxiety. So I just, pull back. So sometimes, sometimes I go to Clubhouse. There's some interesting things that I saw there. But I mean, when I like to go to Clubhouse, I like to go to Clubhouse when an hour and a half. Oh my God! I like to go to Clubhouse when I'm in the shower, or when if I'm gonna do my bird, and I'm gonna cut my hair, and I know I'm gonna take some time, or if I'm doing a jog, and I know I'm gonna be 2 hours walking, then I can go to Clubhouse. But as everything, I also have podcasts that I like to listen to. I also have music that I like to write. When all these people are competing with our 24 hours, and doing a show that usually lasts 2 to 3 hours is taking a lot of time, and then you have to cut the show in small parts. This is taking also a lot of time, and sometimes when I'm done with that, I'm just tired, or just want to watch some YouTube videos, and I don't know, body likes to go there. There's some interesting contacts to be done as the industry. I would love to have some music put in the next Wakanda movie, and it's true that this is the place where you can really connect to with people. And but I don't know, it's not that I don't like it, and it's not that I like it. It's just that most of the creators and the people that I like to listen to, I tend to like to either listen to them on podcasts like Joe Budden, for example, or Joe Rogan, or I like to try to sit down on my sofa and watch them on YouTube. So yeah. My saddest thing about Facebook is that since they bought Instagram, they have been slowly making the platform so unusable. They're adding stuff, and it's slowly they are turning everything that they don't have in Facebook anymore. They are putting it into Instagram slowly, and it's bloating the platform more and more. And That's the problem when people sell. At a point, people say, "Don't worry, we will not change it," and then that's what they do. I don't know. We are going to talk about just that. Yeah, I have the Twitch app on my TV, but listen, it's the most. It's a horrible app. It's like every time I click somewhere, I end up like you want to remove the chat. You don't like YouTube is so well done on the Apple TV that you don't understand how the Twitch app can be so horrible. Even on the web, their app is horrible. I mean, go follow me on Twitch. Like I might do with 10 followers, but yeah, I'm more a YouTube guy, and when the app is not well done, it doesn't give me. I know that you're supposed to be here for the content, but I'm a visual guy, and if the UI UX is not well done, I have a hard time using an app. Like I believe the reason why Clubhouse is working well is not only that the app is well done, and the UI is great, and also the moderation thing, and the fact that it's not a place where people go to flame each other, but they listen to each other with respect. They have the conversation. The conversation is a little more interesting, and I'm just tired of all the people flaming each other on Twitter or Facebook or even YouTube comments. The YouTube comments is hard. Sometimes you watch a great video on YouTube, then you make the mistake of watching the comment section, and all of a sudden it ruins the video for you, because everybody is like insulting each other for everything all the time. If you don't have the same opinion as me, I need to insult you, which is something I don't understand. And like the internet has become this toxic place, like, and the cesspool, the king of the cesspool is Twitter. Twitter is like, is a place like it. It makes me think of some people when they drive, you can see who they really are. You have some people when they drive, they're always insulting everybody. Yeah, motherfucker, and sometimes you look at these people, you're like, chill, like, you will arrive home. Like, why are you in such a hurry? Like, does a minute change something? But some people, this is, they on the road, they leave out all their stress, and people on the YouTube comments, and on social media in general, it seems like they cannot enjoy anything anymore, and they cannot look for any opinion without needing to force people into their opinion. I believe in having all of us different opinions, and having conversation simply. And when we have conversation, even when you have conversation with people that you completely disagree with, there's always a point where you touch each other. And this is the interesting point. You might learn a little bit from that person, and they might learn a little bit from you if they listen. But now everybody just comes like ready to insult and force their opinion in. And yeah, some of these platforms, sadly, I see what you mean. And especially the way everybody comes. I went to some places, and then the drama people out. Once the platform becomes popular, like 3 months ago when Buddy invited me to the app, it was really interesting. We went to the Afropolitan Lounge. There was some interesting things. I went to a Congolese place, like things that I'm interested in, cryptocurrency, etc. But now all the drama people are there, and they are trying to bring their bad habits from Twitter, their bad habits from thing, and it's starting to, I don't know, I was watching something last time. I don't know. I don't even, sometimes I get a notification from Clubhouse and I click without wanting, and I end up listening to a conversation, and there was some drama about something. I don't remember what it was exactly, how it happened, what happened, but I was like, okay, the drama people are here. And yeah, it was the same people who create drama everywhere. They come with their bad habits everywhere. And until a certain point, Clubhouse was not touched by that, and now it's starting. So, you know, hey, happened to me. Happened to me. You know, I was I was I entered a Congolese room. I was just checking if there was Congolese rooms. And the thing is, like, when you get in a room, you don't get like a ninja. When you get there, your face is there, your name is there. So I just came in Congolese room and I was listening there was a Congolese group from the UK, and they were talking about, I don't know what they were talking because I just got in. After 1 or 2 minutes, they're like, "Oh my God, it's Kaysha, oh, and I'm like, uh-oh. And now I'm like, do I leave? Stay? And then all of a sudden I end up talking with them for 30 minutes. But the good thing is that they invited me they want to hire me for a conference. So in New York, I think, or in Washington, D.C., I don't remember. But so, it ended up being interesting. So I enjoyed the extraterrestrial discussion rooms in Clubhouse. I need to go there. Where is my Clubhouse? Let me see. Aliens? Clubs. Black spiritualists, extraterrestrial evidence. Oh. Wow. Okay. Aliens worldwide. Something I don't understand about the search is you can find people in clubs, but how can you find conversations that are happening? Like if I wanna, trust me, if I wanna, for example, like listen to Randy Zuckerberg present Broadway Nights. If I want to listen to a room right now where they're speaking about something I'm interested in, how do I do that? Extraterrestrial. We're supposed to talk about Digital Africa. You guys, you do this all the time. And listen to some music. Yeah, you see, you can only find people or clubs. But then you cannot catch like a conversation that is happening. You have to follow people. And then because you follow these people, it takes you to rooms. I have to start a Club Shada room. Let's see. Honas grew from 30 million followers to 30 million followers. We the future.
And James is going to perform for us 2 amazing songs tonight. One will be a cappella and one will be with a...
Oh, people are singing now? Bye. Well, completely. I do agree with you, Lainey. On Twitter, I've posted a comment on the performance of Aya Nakamura, and they were just insulting me for days. Wow. Yeah, like people, Bro, I'm a big fan of your music, but now listening to you for the first time, I'm a big fan of you, period. Respect, brother from Italy. Oh, thank you so much, Harun. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. One day, the writer of the Matrix trilogy was in the preservation of the human race group, and they talk about aliens. Wow. Listen, the people who did the Matrix, those are people that I believe they come from the future or from somewhere else, because I know that movie, people didn't like it, but their movies always go around the same thing. Like the one I think was Cloud 9 or something, Cloud something. I forgot what was the name of that movie, but they always end up with we live in a world but we don't understand where we are. But like the Matrix, yo, I went to see the Matrix with the same girl 3 times, the first one, and when they're explaining how the man became a battery, she fell asleep the 3 times. Then I was like, okay, you're not a girl for me. The Matrix, what a movie. I remember when it came out in 90, I remember that when my album in 99, in all the songs, I always say, in the Matrix, in the Matrix. That movie was mind-defying. So listen, let's talk about Africa. But before, I think we don't have time to listen to the whole, we're going to have to move it to another week. But I want to make you listen to my 2 singles, and then we talk about Digital Africa, because with you guys, look at this intro, an hour and 40. Look at you guys. You're going to bed. Take care of your toddler. Stay safe. Big up in Angola. Let me make you discover, or not discover, because some of these songs I did already. I did them live, so maybe some of you guys were here. I know that Ellis was there when I did that song, so maybe you remember it, because she was like, I remember Ellis saying that she really wanted that song for her dance class. So and then we'll dive in a little bit about in the Digital Africa thing, because it's a song called The Village. Great. Let me follow you back. Can we follow people back? Do we know when somebody follow us? Let me see. I don't know when people follow me. You're just gonna have to tell me your name. Is it the same? Hey, found you. Follow. There you go. So everybody on Clubhouse, follow me, Kaysha2201. And yeah, maybe we can do a room one day. So Ellis really wanted that song to be out. It is actually out, and it's called The Village. So I didn't release it under the name Kaysha. You know, when I do Afro House and stuff like that, I release them under the name Diamantero. If you don't follow me yet as Diamantero on the platforms, please do so. Yeah, that's a song that I really like it. I remember when I did it, how it felt, but then when I listened to it, I'm like, yay. I think all of you were there when I did it, if I remember well, right? Everybody was there. And so I want you to listen to this. Then we listen to my new single that came out Friday with my brother Bodhisattva, called Where Is the Love? And then we continue our conversation about Digital Africa. So, The Village. Yeah, this has like, to me, the village was the perfect name of for this song. Like, ah, tu aimes Keke, nice. Listen, in 2005, I was in Ivory Coast performing, and Kelina was there. Kelina is big. She used to be a dancer. She used to be in music videos and stuff. And yeah, she came to my show back then. Back then, long time ago. I don't even know if I have images of that show on my YouTube channel. I don't. I have no idea. I don't even know if I have. I might. I don't know. You know, I film everything, so let me see. Let me check. 2009. 2000. I only see 2009. Kaysha Rocks, Abidjan, 2009. Anyway, I'll show it maybe. Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So the next song is called Where Is Our Love? And so, you know, I was talking on the phone with Buddy, and so I kind of like this cover that I designed. I did everything with my mouse, even those drawings. I did everything with the mouse, like. And so we were having conversation with Buddy, and he was like, "Oh, you know, I'm gonna make some. I'm a piano beat. I'm gonna try da 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 da." And I remember I was buying something for the house, and he sends me the beat. He's like, "Yo, check this beat I did. What do you think?" And I was like, "Yo, I have a melody that like, yo, this is let's And he's like, "Yo, you wanna use it?" I was like, "Oh yes, I want." Because so we have these collaboration with Buddy where we do songs. I release on my label one song, I own it, and then the next song he releases on his label. Then the next song is mine, and we just go like this back and forth. So it's a way for both of us to generate income from and helping each other using both our brands. And I was like, "Yo, like, yeah, I have a crazy idea. Like, you want to release it?" He was like, "Oh no, I think it's your turn." I was like, "Listen, if you want to wait, you can release it later, and we release something on mine because I have more beats from Buddy that I didn't use yet. I have a house music beat that is crazy." So, and he was like, "No, listen, go ahead. You can use it." I remember he just sent me a loop of the song, and I arrived home. I put everything that I bought on the floor. I turn on my mic. I play the instrumental, and I did the song. 30 minutes later, I sent him the song. It was like, "Yo," he finished the beat, and here it is. It's called "Where Is the Love," and it's inspired from the things people say when they say they're in love with you, and when it's over, you're like, "Where are all these things?"
Where is the love that we were supposed to give each other? Where are the promise of us forever being lovers? Where is a house not far from the Great Lake? Was it a real or was it just a beautiful summer? Oh, baby, where is
that I could never live without you? Where is the heart that without you? Where is the you, my only crew? Baby, where is love? I'm loving you. Baby, where is love? Oh, baby, where is love? Yeah. Baby, where is love? Baby, where is love? Everything that we promised each other. Baby, where is love? Everything. Baby, where is love? Yeah. Baby, where is love? Beautiful song. I don't even know how many collaborations I have with Body, but I don't. I would have to check all the songs we have together and see which one is my favorite. But if I look on Spotify, Kaysha and Body Sadva, okay, we have eight collaborations. So I think we have more. Masinanga, Where Is I Love, You Already Know. Mama Kosa, Somebody Call 911, love this one. Antelope, The Dawn. The Night, this is old. 2013. So yeah, we've been at it for some time now. So yeah, just type Kaysha and Body on your platform, and you can check a little bit of our collaborations. And we have more to come. This is the brotherhood right here, the Buddhist and the Shada gang. So yeah, this is the new song. It just came out Friday, so please go support, add it to your playlist, enjoy it. Both songs, of course. The cover reminds me of one I had back in the days for one of my records. Yo, Ellis, you have to send me one of your records. You have to what is your name on Spotify? I want to listen to your music. Come on. What kind of retirement is that? I want to check it out. You know what I'm doing now? I'm going to do a Afro House cover of Snap. I'm going to see if Buddy wants to do the beat, or if I'm just going to do it myself. Sorry, I want to do in Afro, yo. And I will attack, and you don't want that. I don't know exactly how we're gonna do, but I think this would be crazy. Thank you so much. You have to check out a song by Buddy and I called Somebody Call 911. It's on the same level of Amapiano. I've got the power from Snap. Imagine. Afro house. I would do an Afro house version, a deep Afro house version, and then I would send it to Makita to do a bossa nova version, and I would even do a kizomba version. And I will attack, and you don't. You gon' break my heart. You gonna. I got the power. Ooh, yeah. Oh, listen, my auto tune is ready. Trust me. Now it's not that would be. It's gonna be crazy. Right now, the next cover I'm doing is "Yummy" from Justin Bieber in Kizomba, and then I want to do "I Got the Power." I want to do Afro House version of "Inner City," "Good Life." Good life, good life, good life, good life, good life, good life, good life. This is gonna be crazy. So I'm just gonna go to Buddy's house. I'm waiting for to get vaccinated because in Buddy's house you always catch the COVID. I don't know the people that go there, like I don't know, like last time I went in that house I catch COVID. So once I'm vaccinated, I would just go there and I'll be like, yo, bro, let's do this remix. Joking. You gave it to me though. Did Kaysha and Buddy influence each other to have bald heads? I don't think so. No, I think me was before. It was I think I did braids around 2009, and then yeah, like I was always like this, and like I like the style, but and then the day I removed everything, because I was always doing the curly and stuff, relaxed hair, but once I removed everything, oh, there was no going back. I was like, yo, that's the best thing ever. Like, that's the best thing ever. Thank you so much, Lainey. We've still got 97 tracks to go. Hey. YouTube access room for private conversation with the artist. Yeah, listen, there's so many things you could do. But you're late in the comment, yo. So listen. So this all started with a conversation with Moto Moto. Moto Moto, how did we start our conversation about Digital Africa? Let me see how it started. I can listen to WhatsApp here without you hearing. Make sure that yeah. So I don't even know how we started this conversation, MJ. We were just having one of those conversations, and we were just talking about voice messages like we do. We send each other long voice notes, and and we just started talking about, I don't remember how did it start, but we were having this long conversation about how Africa is always on the verge of becoming the leading force. Everybody says it. The owner, creator of Spotify, Daniel Ek, the creator and CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, and a lot of these people. And remember, we had a conversation about the unbanked all these people who don't have bank accounts in the world, a lot of them are in Africa. And a lot of these companies are trying to penetrate this market because they are reaching the peak in terms of, they are reaching the peak in how many people, how many million active users they can have in the US, which is usually the countries where they start if they are American companies. And it's actually the country where startups become unicorns. And a lot of these people are not turning their eyes to Africa for 1 billion people who are, some of them connected to the internet, some of them not, some of them are in between, some of them still have, like, they all have, but a lot of them don't have bank accounts, but they all have smartphones now. In 2021, you can go in remote villages in Africa, and you might have a bank account. People are still using money a certain type, a certain way, but they all have a smartphone. And they still, there is still I don't know, moto. There is still a lot of these places where they already exist, of course, things like, how you call this? Or they already have in Kenya, I think they have M-Pesa, which is a way to send each other currencies via the phone. In Congo, we have it as well. But it's still stuff that your operator does. It's not something that is done on the national level. And I don't remember how we started this conversation, right? But I know that we were talking about, and I'm just gonna take it from any end, and we'll just jump. We were talking about this last week. What does it take? And we had a conversation about YouTube and about how people make money on YouTube. You have to understand one thing. The views you make on YouTube, I don't know if I can find this in the studio, but let me see. Give me a second. Analytics. How can I see that? Revenue sources. Now I'm looking for something specific, which is give me just a second so that YouTube gives me that. But the views you make on YouTube are different depending on where your video is watched. And I was explaining to MJ that Moto, I was explaining to him that if you have 1 million views on a video and the person is viewing it in the US, you might make 1 million views from people watching in the US, you might make between $5,000 and $10,000. If you get 1 million views in France, you might make 3,000. If it's in Portugal, you're gonna make 1,000. If it's in Brazil, you're only gonna make 400. And why is that? Because the views that you make the views, the publicity that you might see or might not see when you are watching a YouTube video depends on what the deal that Google has with the specific country, and how much they sell the ads and who is buying the ads. So this is completely different from a person to another, and it's different from a country to another. And we were asking each other, why is an African artist not making money from their own YouTube views. And I was explaining to him that in Africa, Google has no monetization. In Africa, we are still in this place where there is no Google office other than South Africa where Google can interface themselves with the people who want to buy ads to play for the African public. So when you watch videos on YouTube in Africa, if you make 20 million views with a video, in Africa, you're going to get nothing in terms of revenue. And you're going to make all that money in shows, maybe, if you go there to perform. But if you make your 20 million views in America, you're actually rich. You might get 200,000 K for these views. But the same amount of view in Africa, nothing. And what is the reason is that there's no company or nobody or no deals with governments. I don't know what is needed to do it, where Google can monetize the YouTube views. And actually, I don't think they don't want to. I just think that they don't know how to do it, because it's not like in the US or in France or in Portugal. I remember the monetization programs came to all these countries. It came to all these countries one by one. It started by the US, then it was UK, then it was France, and then it was Portugal. And it actually just started in Bangladesh, if I remember well, just now, and Russia and some places. And we were just saying, imagine if the African artists who live anywhere, remotely in a village or even in any capital in Africa, if they could monetize their YouTube views, things would be so different. And then we start going more and more in this conversation about where in Africa we are always on the verge. You know, I was remembering how when I made my 2003 album, It's All Love, and I had Kaysha, which is one of my biggest hits. I realized that I performed in all the countries in Africa, all of them. I performed everywhere. I've been in so many cities in the continent. And then I realized I didn't sell one CD out there because there was no distribution and there was no way for me to have my music be out there. And the only way to make money in Ivory Coast, in Congo, in Kenya, in all these places that I went was either you bring some CDs with you in your suitcase, you bring like 100 of them if you have some space, or either you just make money from the shows. And for us, Africa was a place where, yeah, everybody knew your songs and everybody had copies of your music, but nobody ever bought an album for real because there was no way for it. There's no infrastructure, etc., etc. And then the world changed. The world became digital. The world now, music is digital. Nobody buys music anymore. Some of us I used to buy cassettes, vinyls, CDs, mini discs. And now you go on Spotify, you pay 10 and boom, right? But then you're like, but how do you do it so that the African people, the African artists benefit from all this? Because you have a lot of African artists, the Davidos, all these artists, they come out of Nigeria, Fali Ipupa, they come out of Congo, they come out of everywhere. But they have to go to Europe or to the US so they can explode. They don't explode the same way people explode all around the world from Africa. They always explode when they come out. So with YouTube, it's starting to shift the conversation because you have now some artists that are exploding in the continent. But then they have all these views that they cannot monetize. So they are still in a place where, unlike me, for example, I'm in a pandemic, and listen, I can I can make money from Spotify stream, Apple Music streams, YouTube views. I can super chat when you guys like all this list of sponsors here. When you sponsor the show via super chat, this is a way to make money. And also I can do shows when shows are possible. There's so many ways, right? And for a lot of African artists, the only way is either sponsors, people who give you money to say their name in a song, or shows. That's it. That's all the options they have. Unless a music video becomes famous outside and it can bring money, a lot of African artists don't realize how they could make a ton of money from opening a YouTube channel and just having the possibility of expanding your the things you want to say with YouTube. A lot of artists, they don't see it. They don't see it because for them, the only solution is playing on Trace TV, Channel O, MTV Base Africa, and maybe local channels, and become famous enough so that they can do a lot of shows. That's the only way they see it. And this comes with the lack of digital infrastructures in Africa. I believe that somebody who would want to change the continent would have to start by building an infrastructure in their country where everybody has access to the fastest internet, fiber optics, and like be connected to the node in South Africa and the node in Dakar, in Senegal, and just make it so that the infrastructure in Africa becomes so powerful that when we were saying last time, when you think about South American artists, how did the J Balvins and all of them explode? They exploded because all of a sudden there was all the companies gave an internet that didn't cost $50 to have 5 megabytes. Now for $5 a month or $10 a month, you had access to 10 gigabytes. And all of a sudden, all the kids, they start going on YouTube, and they made the J Balvins and the Osunas and all these artists, they made them become huge because all of a sudden you didn't have to be American to make millions of views. You could be in South America and have 20, 30, 40 million views because all the South American kids were on YouTube. Same thing here in Portugal when they started doing this thing called Mosh. This is for students, and for $5.99 per month, you get unlimited access to YouTube. All of a sudden, all the Kizomba artists, and Bruno, if I don't, probably sleeping now, but Bruno has his channel exploded because all of a sudden, all the people who love Kizomba could watch and replay, and everybody start using their phones like crazy, right? And then you open the door to everything that we need, like presidents that are not scared of the fact that the freedom of speech would be normal if everybody has access to the platforms. But at the same time, I would look at the example of the Chinese. Like, the Chinese decided that, I mean, we're not going to let the Americans use Twitter to fuck us, or Facebook. We're going to have our own Facebooks. We're going to have our own Twitters. We're going to have our own WhatsApp. We're going to have Baidu. We're going to have Alibaba, our own Instagram. We're going to have our own WhatsApp, which is WeChat. And you know, like it or not, at least from a security standpoint, right? Look at the Americans. They're always saying that, oh, you know, TikTok, there's a security problem. Well, how come like the French are not saying that Twitter is a security problem because all these are American companies, right? So why not African companies? Why do we all want to be on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, all these things in Africa, where we could also have our own companies? Why are we waiting for the Bitcoin to reach Africa, or XRP, or whatever coin, where we could have digital African coin? Why don't we have a digital African coin that every single African have access to, internet or no internet? Like, whenever there's an internet connection, the carriers don't have the right to pay you to use digital African coins. And now you are now making a thing where you don't have all these guys like Western Union who are sucking the blood out of you for you to send money to your family. You just take your app. I need to send X amount of dollars. It's converted to digital African coins. It's sent in 1 minute to the thing. They're receiving their currency of their choice on their phone, and they can go and use it on the market to buy for the things that they need. And all of a sudden, it doesn't take either going to Western Union, or even worse, sending money to a bank account. So you're in Cameroon, you want to send money to Congo, your Cameroonese bank have to call HSBC, and to call the American bank that is partnered with your Congolese bank, which is Citibank, and they send each other money, and then this money goes back to the African banks. So why? Oh, because we know, and no, you are sucking our blood. This is what's going on. And if we could arrive to this point where we can start doing things by ourselves, and I'm not talking like if there was no startups. Listen, there's a burgeoning startup scene in Africa. There's a lot of startups. Like, there's a startup in Congo called Basics, and they are trying to be the next iTunes in Africa. It's done by a brother called Baya Simala. It's somebody that I know very well, and yeah, they are fighting hard to make it happen. But then the problem is the infrastructure. If there's no infrastructure, how you do it if the governments are scared of the internet? Because they've seen how the internet created the Arab Springs. This didn't end too well, and they don't want people to be able to overthrow them just using the internet. But at a point, then you have to choose between staying in power forever, which is harder and harder nowadays, and deciding that you want to be a little selfless and really push the country forward. And it's not easy because, bad habits, comme on dit, les mauvaises habitudes ont la dent dure. There's a lot of bad habits in our continent, but I believe that with time, you can make things move slowly, and because if we don't do nothing, what's gonna happen is that African music will become a Spotify thing, and Spotify will just arrive and they will say, okay, Africa is the next thing, and we're here. And they'll find a way to put the infrastructure like Facebook has been doing. Facebook and Google have been putting balloons in the sky, and these balloons are transferring satellite internet and beaming it to phones that they give to you for free. But what's in the phone? Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. So their content that they can control what is there, and their version of the free internet. But so when they agree with you, you're a great leader. When they disagree with you, you become a dictator. Sounds familiar, the 70s? And at a point, we have to start to take the lead and decide to create our own infrastructure for the future, so that we can do that leap forward. I'm not talking like if Africa didn't have scientists, startups. Like, there's a huge startup scene in Africa. There's a bunch of startups in Africa. Cheaper. Smile Identity, Andela, Flutter Wave, like a Stripe but in Africa, to help you do payments, Soko Watch, inventory management for small retailers, credit cards for Africans, Helium Health, electronic health records for Africa, and so many more. I invested stock in one called Jumia. It's like the Amazon of Africa. I don't know if it works. I don't know if how is it going. It's been a long time that I didn't check the news about Jumia. But hey, I invested a few $100s in there because why not? And you have people who are trying, but for now it seems like motocross, because the lack of a fast, ubiquitous internet is slowing the process for everybody. And of course, every country is different, but yeah, sometimes they explain to you that the internet is preventing the things from happening, and this is not normal. You see, those are the kind of things that at a point, all these operators, they come from in French speaking Africa. There's orange everywhere, so they all come from France and they come here to make money. But they should have an obligation to install infrastructure that would be, or maybe the government should just have the obligation to install a national grid. And let's not get started on electricity, because I have my family has land, right? We have a 200 hectares of land in Congo, and many more in different parts of Congo. And I was telling my mom, hey, I want to build a solar farm. I want to build a solar farm and see if I can connect with the city and sell electricity. And for her farm as well, I was like, yo, that would be great if I could even sell you electricity. And everybody around, right? And my mom told me that because of the people from the company that handles electricity, it's a little kingdom, and that the way it doesn't work is good for them. They made sure that imports of solar panel is impossible in Congo. And I was like, yo, like, how long are we gonna let people who are selfish prevent the development of the future? Because at a point we're gonna do like every time. Africa will just do a big lip. But we need to start doing step by step so that people become digitally literate. And listen, there's so much stuff that you can, just I'm thinking about me. There's so much stuff that I learned just by watching YouTube videos and reading things online. I really believe that a lot of people would also benefit from that. And the more we are intelligent, the less we are dependent on other people. You know the number of people who are smart in Africa, the people who know to do things out of nothing. There's so many of them, and they just know from knowing, from System D. What if all these people had access to the information, the knowledge, and all of a sudden they could learn and start creating, and sometimes just learn and be better at the business, or learn how to, I don't know, turn one crop into 10 crops. All these things that we are on the verge of being there, and we will be there. But when we are there, is it gonna be Jack Dorsey and Tesla and all these people? or is it gonna be through us? And this is a real question that, I've been asking myself. Plus the challenges of collecting dues in Africa. Very few countries have a judicial system to help trade with foreign organizations. Indeed, Africa is a jungle where anyone can become rich with any type of business idea. Listen, something they do now, I like this new profile picture. Some things they do now, something they do now is somebody tell you that they need a material and that it costs X amount and there's X amount to do. And then you have somebody else that tell you, hey, I have this to sell. And that's exactly what the other person was looking for. So they make you pay the person who has something to sell. And then because they are all in the same group, then they all disappear and you end up just losing money. Africa is full of crooks. Trust me, listen, I do business with Africa. I was on a cobalt deal. No, it was a copper. I was on a copper deal not so long ago, and I was on another, and then I was on a gold deal. Oh, the amount of crookery, the amount of people who talk just to try to get your money is crazy. But me, the good thing is I be in the school of music. Music is full of fucking crooks. Music, there's so many crooks. People are trying to make you sing for free. People are trying to steal your masters. Listen, in music, I learned so much about the business that, when you are in the business of materials, gold, diamonds, copper, titanium, all these things that I dab here and there. This is not my main business, but I have so many contacts that connecting people and taking 5% on the transaction is a no-brainer. But sometimes I hear people talk and like they're trying to impress me with numbers, and I'm like, to impress me, you're gonna wake up early. Like, you don't impress me with money. I make my own money. My parents have money. My brothers and sisters have money. I don't get impressed by these things. Listen, I come from the school of music, and in the school of music, people are always trying to disrupt your thinking using money, and it doesn't work with me. So, and this is another thing in Africa, like you said, it's a jungle. But at the same time, when you compare to Europe or the US, where more or less everything is done, there's so much to build, and there's so much growth. Yes. You know what I mean? There's so much possibility of growth in terms of percentage that this is places where people can become millionaires. And there are entire cities to build. In my head, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about, I could do this. No, I'm thinking about building cities. I'm really thinking of all the things we could do, the way we could integrate, use crypto to become financially independent. And trust me, they will not let us do it so easily, because that's how they do. The SWIFT system that they use for us to transfer money from Africa to everywhere is not controlled by us. And they want us to use, some of our currencies are printed in France and it's called franc. This is an insult. This is like money from the colonial system. They can try to change the names and stuff, but it doesn't change nothing. At a point, the paternalism from France, Belgium, and some of these countries has to stop. Yeah, let us do trial errors. Let us learn like you learned. Let us create a system that works for us. Same as the political system. Stop trying to force us to create copies of the French system. We might, like the Americans have their system, they have their judicial system, they have their political system. It's not the same as France, it's not the same as Greece, it's not the same as UK. Why do we have to have the same things as you? And why do we have to use your apps? All these questions are important because we're talking about the future of a continent that for so long is the source of revenue for all these countries. And I cannot speak, I'm not a politician. My father is one, but so I probably have political blood in my stream. But in terms of just as a musician, my fan base in Africa is 10 times, if not 100 times bigger than the one in Europe, especially 20 years ago. And can you imagine that other from shows, I never made $1 out of them? Not because they didn't want to give me money, but because every time they watch my videos on YouTube, I don't get anything because there's no advertising deal. So this is something that somebody could do. Become the interface between African companies who believe that the only way to pay for to do advertisement is to buy a song and have an artist sing it and play it on Trace TV and national TV. Somebody could be the interface between Google and all these companies. And if you take a percentage of every transaction, you make a ton of money. Do you believe that these hundreds of thousands of fans that I have in Africa the only way they have to listen to my music is either on YouTube or either to download MP3s? Because there's no company that, or Spotify doesn't get there. So, and there's no company that can give you the same deal that a Spotify would get you and tell you, yeah, don't worry, we'll pay you monthly. All of them, they try, but they're not there yet. Here is another thing that somebody could do before Spotify arrives and eat everything. How many times, how many times did I have to do shows and I don't know who I'm dealing with? And you have people, you have to make sure they're gonna pay you. You gotta make sure that they pay the hotel, all these things. There could be a platform for that. How many times did I have to send money to Africa to pay for my son's school? All this time, my son has been in Congo since 7 till 17. He's now in Angola with his mom. But all this time when he was in Congo, when I had to send money for his school, to buy anything for his stuff, I had to use Western Union. Listen, you send me a PayPal now, I receive it now. I want to send money from Revolut, Cash App, all these apps. It takes a second. Why do I have to wait in the morning to go to Western Union? What about a system that connects all Africans all around the world and they can send each other money? And boom, Western Union gone. Boom, MoneyGram gone. And I'm an investor in those companies. So all these banks that are just transfers, like you want to transfer like $5,000 in Africa, it's going to take you a week. Why? Listen, I can send $5,000 from my phone right now. It will arrive in a second to the other person. Crypto. You turn it into XRP. In 1 second, it's in the other side of the world. It's turned into the currency that you want. All you need to do is the interfaces and all these things. And I can go on and on and on and on. But, in country like Zimbabwe, it depends if the politician wants you to thrive too. Some industries are impenetrable because of the politics. Hey, yep, yep. Fiber connections is dead. Micro satellite connections are the future. Is the future. Interesting. Many African countries I know feel like YouTube hurts them and promote piracy. To me, it shows they don't understand the business from the digital side. No, they don't. Very interesting concept, Kaysha. We're on the same line. Thank you, Eric. How about Boomplay in Africa? It seems like it's doing a bit better, although it's not everywhere yet. I think I don't know if my music is there. I think my music is there. If I remember well, I think I have music in there. I don't remember because I think my distribution, because now they have to do a deal with a distribution partner. Boomplay. Yeah, no, I don't find my music. No, my music is not there. No, it's not there. I thought my music was there, but they don't have a deal with my distribution as I'm watching. You better talk about how corrupt everything is in the music industry. It's a war against intellectual property. Yeah. Sis, that's a whole other episode. But yeah, everything is. This is why I own everything. I own my masters. I own everything because I was like, I'm out. I was signed to Sony, and yeah, I was like, peace. But yeah, I'll keep it for another episode. The Senegalese government opted Acoin, the cryptocurrency made by Akon, that will be used in Akon City. Yeah, that's an interesting development that I'm waiting to see. It's interesting what Akon is doing with the help of there's a lot of Chinese money in there, but hey, listen, if he can build, this is beautiful. And the line of credit that he could open, like he brought electricity to a lot of people with these companies, and it's better than nothing. So yeah, the CD plus cryptocurrencies, it's very interesting. I was on their website, the Acoin website, and even the Akon City, and I was it like a few months ago. It was interesting, but we have to see. But hey, I will leave you with that, on those thoughts of, I don't think it's Africa is not just like the rest of the world. Africa is not an easy subject, and there's no easy solution because first of all, Africa is not a country. Africa is 54 countries with 2,000 languages and so many different mentalities, even sometimes in the same country. Like Congo, for example, we have 5 different national languages, including French plus Swahili, Lingala, and some more, and 8,000 dialects. That's just Congo, and the mentality is so different from Lubumbashi to Boma to Kisangani to Kinshasa. It's different from one place to the other because it's such a huge country, and all this country have different influences from their different colonial leaders, owners, masters, whatever, and it all makes the conversation different, because if you go to South Africa, you have a completely different state of mind and state of country and modernism, and a lot of these companies are there already. If you go to Senegal, internet is kind of everywhere because the backbone of the internet of Africa arrives there. If you go to Congo, then there's a different complete mentality, and there's a lot of things that you don't even know if it's possible to change unless you wait 2-3 generations. And if you go to Gabon, they speak French. If you go to Cameroon, they speak French and English. If you go to Kenya, they speak English. If you go to South Africa, they speak English. If you go to North Africa, they speak Arab. If you go, like, there's so many moving parts that you cannot just talk about Africa saying we have to do this for. It's a granular conversation, but it's important to also see it first as a ensemble, and then you dive in. So, I mean, it's always interesting to start a conversation. Anyway, my people, I'm gonna leave you with this, and I'm gonna. What could I play you? I know. I'm gonna play you It's Not Too Late, Paolo Pequeño remix, and I'm expressing to you a lot of gratitude for spending this time with me. Sorry again for my microphone problems in the beginning. It was fun, and I kind of wonder how I'm gonna edit those videos about hair, balls, and anus, but that's gonna be fun. I'll do it. You know me. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Club Shada. I always say that I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make sure that what am I gonna say? I'm gonna I forgot what I was about to say. I was saying I always try to make it under 2 hours, but you know me, the intro, and you guys just sometimes the conversation is funny. But listen, it was a pleasure to be there. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I'm wishing everybody, those who are not sleeping yet, a good night. And don't forget to leave a like to express that you passed by. Thank you to the 350 people who watched us tonight. Good numbers. And I will see you Wednesday for a new episode of Club Shada that I have no idea what we'll talk about. But hey, if you have ideas, leave it in the comments, or maybe we'll just get on and talk about whatever. That was great. I always enjoy discussion about Africa's economic development. Great job, man. Thank you so much. It was just out of, so I didn't take no notes. So I do what I can, but just having conversation is important to have them, and I'll make sure to invite some people. Like I have some guests that I want to talk about cryptocurrencies in Africa, to talk about development, about all these things. That there's so much to do. So you cannot be in the world always the one asking for things. You have to at a point become Africa is a sleeping giant. Anyway, I will leave you with that, and I will make you listen to this great song called It's Not Too Late by Irina França and I, called It's Not Too Late, Paolo Pequeño remix. Make sure if you have content that you want to talk about, just leave them in the comments under the video when the video is done. Don't forget to leave a like. For those who support us with their super chat, like Keyata, Bruno, Emmanuel, Master Electronic, and Bodhisattva. Look at him. That's the money I gave him that he gave back to me. We're just sending the money back and forth. I'm joking. DJ Busy Brown, and more, and also our Shada gang boss, the stream royalty, Mike Phoenix, who gave 106 in the current of the month of February. Thank you so much for your support. This show is nothing without you guys. I love having conversations with you, and I will see you Wednesday. Woo.
Remember when I told you that I never let you down? Well, look at us now. I guess that's what I said. Let's say never. You got it coming for you with your madness, all the sadness in this house. You got it coming for you with your madness, all the sadness in this house. It's not too late. It's not too late. My heart ain't ready for this sudden heartbreak. It's not too late. Not too late. My heart ain't ready for this sudden heartbreak. I wish I had another way, an alternate reality. A different storyline, where you would be the angel of my utopia. You got it coming for you, your madness, all the sadness in this house. You got it coming for